everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I have been a bit MIA. I'm looking a bit not great. Sorry, I just thought that if I waited to like the makeup on and everything, I would not start this vlog. So I'm doing it now. I thought it would be really fun to start a reading vlog finally with you guys. I know the last few months I told you guys I would be more present in the channel, but I was a bit sick and now I think I'm better. So I wanted to do a reading vlog. I finished Six of Crows last month and now I'm reading The Love Hypothesis. So we'll be annotating and reading and it's gonna be so much fun. Six of Crows is the first book I ever annotate. Like, I've been using those little post-its I have showed you in another videos and I really love those, but I have like I don't know, I really wanted to annotate and I bought the Six of Crows duology specifically for that in paperback. So I did that. I'm gonna show you in a second and you're gonna help me do some highlighting because I didn't use highlights to annotate. I thought it would be really cool to just have a color for each of the characters at the start of each chapter, just like add a bit of highlight to the rim, I don't know how it's said, of the page where it starts the POV of that character. I think it's gonna look really awesome. Sorry about the noise. I want to talk about Six of Crows a little bit more, but maybe later on in the video, maybe while we are highlighting and annotating, I'm going to show you how I annotated, and because I only used pen, but like a really thin point pen. It was really cool. I really like that, and I used the post-its and now I'm going to highlight as I told you, so I'm going to chat more about it when we get into that. And now well, you guys are starting with me The Love Hypothesis, which is so cool. I have been kind of not in a slump, but I have been reading really slow and didn't have like great, well, I had great reads. I read The Night Circus and also Six of Crows, which I really loved. So just one book per month, which is alright, but I had been reading a bit more books every month and now I'm been a bit slower. So yeah, that's been happening. And now we are starting with The Love Hypothesis. I really wanted some contemporary romance and I've heard this one is amazing. It's been on my shelves maybe for a couple of months now. I think my sister got it for, I don't know if it was my birthday or Christmas last year. And I was really excited, but I never thought it was the moment for it. You know, as a mood reader, I wait for the moment for every book. So now I think it's the moment. I'm starting it, you're starting it with me, and I'm having so much fun. It's really fast and I'm getting hooked. A couple of things I think are a bit predictable, but what's not fun about that? We know what's going to happen, and it's just romance and it's funny and I'm liking the characters, so let's start it together. Also, I know I'm wearing a filter and I thought it was really cute. Let me know if you like it. I think the flowers are just really cute and something different. So yeah, I'm addressing that. Let's get into the video.
They say get rich so I can buy all that I want, but I've got all the smiles that I need. They say get famous so everyone will know me, but that sounds like a movie I don't wanna see. They say get smart so I can solve any problem, as if they'll all go away. They say go hard, but I'm a softie deep inside, and I don't feel like hiding anymore. They say be nice, but I'd rather be kind and be there for those who are in need. They say you gotta think twice. Maybe we should think a little more about how we treat the world that we call home. They say settle down, but I ain't one for settling, so I'll just keep on chasing my dreams. They say grow up, as if it's a given, but I ain't taking those pills anymore. No.
realized I didn't tell you much about this book. I just kind of assumed all of you knew about it, which is wrong. But it was just hyped up a lot a couple of years ago, maybe this year and last year, because there are other books from this like series and this author that have come out already, and I haven't read the first one, which is this one. So I'm gonna tell you a bit about it. I'm gonna read just part of the blurb because I'm going in kind of blindly. I don't want to spoil you guys that are going in blindly too. So it says, when a fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction, it throws one woman's carefully calculated theories on love into chaos. That's really interesting. It sounds like so much fun. And I'm actually having so much fun. It's about Olive, who's a science student. She's like a PhD candidate. And for one reason or another, she has to kind of convince one of her friends that she's dating someone. So there goes the fake dating. And maybe she kind of end up dating one of the faculty members. Yeah, that's getting complicated. Also, well, it says here like it's funny and sexy and smart. And it also got the grumpy meets sunshine trope, which that's very fun. It's also, well, you heard it, fake dating. It's got age gap. I think we kind of get a little bit of, not enemies to lovers, but kind of get the feeling. Sorry about the noise. There's a lot of movement outside today for some reason. It's also raining, so it's a perfect gloomy day for reading. So we meet Olive and we have all those fun tropes. Also a lot of banter, which I love, and that's a bit of the love hypothesis. I'll be chatting with you more about it as I get through it. If you read it, please leave a comment below. Also, if you didn't like it, tell me why. I'd love to know. And I'll keep on chatting with you guys about it. And sipping my tea. It's I know it looks like a huge mug, but I'm just like really tiny. And I really wanted a lot of tea today. I'm drinking English breakfast tea. I'm more of a tea girly lately. I don't know if you guys want or like more coffee than tea. If you do, well, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments which one you like more. Or if you prefer any other beverages, that too. Leave a recommendation in the comments. I might try some of you guys' recommendations. So, well, I'm gonna keep on sipping on my tea and reading and enjoying the gloomy day.
Ooh, got a joy that's overflowing. They say don't give it away, but I'll do it anyway.
I also, wanted to show you this pillow that we got yesterday. It says pumpkin spice and everything nice. We get ready for spooky season and we're getting all the house trying to get as cozy and comfy as possible. And we didn't have things like this. We found this yesterday and we thought it was just so cute. And we're so excited to get all the house like full of orange and just cozy vibe, you know? It was really so lovely about spooky season for me is that everything's so cozy and autumn is really lovely. I just try to make it as cute as I can because I don't know, I don't want to feel under the weather with the weather so gloomy. So we're getting these little thingies and I think it's so cute and it's so comfy and so cozy, and I wanted to show you guys because it's pretty. So yeah, let's continue with the video.
They say get real, but when the truth isn't valued, no one really knows how to feel. That's how it is, and that's how it's always been. But what about how it could be? Enough is enough. There's new voices talking, and those are the ones that I want to hear. And they say too much, but I know who I am, so I don't listen to them anymore.
It's time for an update. I am on page 179 now, almost halfway through the book, and I have a couple of things to say about it. First of all, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read a book like this fast in a couple of months, and that was so satisfying. I don't think it would be probably like a 5-star read for me. Maybe I'm between like 3 or 4 stars so far, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I have been laughing out loud and giggling the whole time. Like the characters are so funny. I love their banter and just the way they interact with each other, you know? At this point, like almost halfway through the book, they just kind of are getting to know each other better. Not just like, oh, we're fake dating and we don't know anything about each other, like anything, but as they go through dates and, you know, everyday life and all that stuff, trying to convince everybody that they are dating. Obviously, there are some times that they get to talk and have conversations, and they're really funny, but they're also getting kind of deep. And it's been really interesting seeing like the background of both the characters. Hi, Brenda. This is what happens every time I pick up my camera to film. But I have to say that I don't know if I fully like Olive. I think that she's just really judgy, you know? Like, she doesn't really know Adam, who is the guy that we are saying she's fake dating. She doesn't know him. But there are a lot of rumors about him being an ass and being really strict and not great at socializing. So everyone at their department just doesn't really like him. And she's just all the time reminding herself, like, no, he's an ass and he's not nice. But every time they interact, he's never been mean. He's always been nice, you know? Like, he can be cold, don't get me wrong. Like, he's not the most social person in the world. But I think she just gets what everyone's saying about him without getting to know him at first, or always reminding herself that he's supposed to be an ass. Well, no, I do like Olive. That's just the only thing that's throwing me off. Like, I don't really like how she's judging him. And he even at one time gave her the explanation of why he is saying things the way he's saying them. And it doesn't make sense. What I feel it doesn't make sense is the way she's acting some of the times. Because she's the one being mean for a couple of times. Like, she's the one mean to him. She's the one being an ass. But she's the one saying that it's the other way around, which I don't really like a lot, you know? But besides that, I love their interaction. I love how she's really smart, and I really like the way she portrays Adam. Like, he's really cute. He's really cute. And she's cute too. And I just think, for example, that one of the friends, that Olive's friends, is just really frigging pushy. And I get that's just her personality and stuff, and the book like kind of goes with trying to get what she's saying and doing, so the fake dating gets more interesting because of that. But like, Olive doesn't have to do every single thing that her friend says, you know? But it's making it really fun and really funny. I love their interactions, and I am really looking forward to see and know more about Adam, because for now we know just what he is studying or being part of the faculty for, but we don't know much about his history. And I think we're gonna see that really soon, and I'm looking forward to that, because Olive just opened up about him, about her past, and why she chose the field she chose to do her studies. So that's gonna be really interesting. Another thing is, I love when books are set on a specific time. Like, for example, this one is between August and September, and right now is September, and I just love reading books like unexpectedly. They are set in the same moment that you're reading them. Like, I think that's epic. As a mood reader, that's really interesting because I don't really know the time frame for it, you know? And reading it, it feels so cozy just to know that. Because, for example, it's saying that they go to Starbucks for some of their dates. And she gets pumpkin spice latte, and I thought that was so cute. And now I want to go and get one. And right now, because it's that time of the year, I can get one. So that's epic. I love that. Also about the ages, you know, when you are the same age as the main characters, that's epic. I'm not the same, but I'm 25 and she's 26. So I love that.
Sinking underwater, but I'm afraid to lose drown.
Okay, you guys, so little update. I finished The Love Hypothesis, and oh my god, I really enjoyed this book. I think that I would have appreciated if there were some trigger warnings at the beginning of the book, because it touches a couple of subjects that I was not expecting, and it would be nice to have the trigger warnings, you know? But aside from that, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really, really, really fun book. Really, really nice romance. I gave it like 3 stars, but I'm thinking about moving or changing it to 4 stars. I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll give it a 3.5. I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed it and I would really recommend it. It was so fun, and this one has like bonus chapter on Adam's POV, so that was interesting. So of course, if you like romance, I really recommend you give it a chance. I believe you will really like it. Just have in mind that there are a couple of spicy scenes here, so I was definitely not expecting them. They were not bad, they're just a couple of chapters. So if you don't like spice, you can just skip those. It's not gonna really matter or change the story. You can skip those if you do not like spice, but if you enjoy it, there's a bit of spice in here, just a little bit, tiny bit, a couple of chapters. But it was also enjoyable. Another thing I really liked and enjoyed about this book is that at the beginning of every chapter there was a little hypothesis of what might happen on that chapter. So that was really fun. Like, I was reading that and I was gonna be like, for real, I want to read that. Like, what's gonna happen if they're gonna kiss or they're not gonna kiss, if there's something wrong gonna happen. So yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed this book a lot, and it was fun, it was fast, it was lovely. I enjoyed the conversations and the interactions between the characters. It was so fun. Also, now that I finished this one, I am currently reading On Principle by Bonnie Callahan. I think the book is gonna come out October 1st, October 7th, I'm not sure, around those dates. But I'm reading that. I'm really happy I received the digital arc of it, because like 2 years ago I read Remy versus Rome by the same author, Bonnie Callahan, and oh my god, I really enjoyed that book. Like, it was Italy, it was mystery, it was romance, and it was amazing. So now that I have that arc, I'm reading it digitally on my Kindle. And On Principle is just a bit different from Remy versus Rome, to say the least. It's about a teacher, and she meets this guy at Vegas, and they have like a one-night stand thingy. I'm like 20% in, so I don't really know much about it, but it's like on a school setting, and after their one-night stand at Vegas, she thinks she's not gonna meet him again, and then he ends up being the new principal at the school she's in. So that's gonna be interesting. It's a little bit more spicy than what I expected, obviously, because Remy vs. Rome didn't have any spice. Well, not much. And this guy is Irish, so I'm reading and seeing all the contrasts, and it's been really fun. So that's my current read, and I'll keep you posted on what I think and when I finish it. Another thing I loved about On Principle is that, well, not love, but I'm enjoying, is that it's set on October. So The Love Hypothesis was September, and I'm really enjoying it, and now it's really close to October and it's fall. It's fate. I just really enjoy when that happens. So yeah, that's a lovely thing. And I told you guys at the beginning of the vlog that I would tell you about Six of Crows, because I read it last month and I really enjoyed it. I added a lot of tabs, and I wanted to highlight every part of the...
Every point of view, girly thoughts.
Every point of view. Thank you. And if you haven't read Six of Crows, it's a duology from the Grishaverse. The first 3 books are Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising, and those are really fun. And this duology is about other characters, not the same from the first trilogy. So I was really looking forward to this one. A lot of the people that have read the Grishaverse love the Crows, which you're gonna know that is the gang that appears here, and there are a lot of amazing characters in this book. So yeah, every one of the chapters is a different point of view, and I'm gonna highlight those. I'm gonna pick one color for each of the characters and just highlight it. and see how it goes. I think it's gonna look amazing. So let's do that.
I've been lost so long, I don't wanna be found. I'm stuck in my ways pulling me down. Sinking underwater, but I'm afraid to drown. I've been gone too long, the surface looks like the sky now. Got too many people to please, ain't no time to focus on me. I wish I could make up lost time. Look for love, but I lost my mind. Every man I trusted fooled me, always had to borrow something. I wish I could take back what's mine. I've been sipping on this liquor, drinking, pouring up just to stay afloat. I got too much on my mind, and I'll drown if I don't let it go. Love is a tough thing to run from. Sometimes you fall for the wrong one. You gotta learn to get your feet back on the ground. Yeah. Cause they love to build you up, taking pride in tearing you back down. Too many people to please, ain't no time to focus on me. I wish I could make a lost time. Look for love, but I lost my mind. Everyone I trusted fooled me, always have to borrow something. I wish I could take back what's mine. Cause I've been sipping on this liquor, drinking, pouring up just to stay afloat. I got too much on my mind, and I'll drown if I don't let it go.
Okay, you guys, it's time for an update. I think the last time I spoke to you was to give you kind of an update that I was starting on Principle, and now I finished it. I'm sorry I didn't give you guys another update while I was reading it, but I was just reading it so fast. I don't know if it happens to you too while you're reading digital copies or in Kindle or whatever. I find myself reading faster when I'm reading digital books. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I can see the percentage of the book or the pages. Well, I can see the pages still with a physical book. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I finished that one. Let me just adjust this because I think it's a bit low. Hi. Maybe that's better with it. Yeah, I like that. Hello, it's crooked. Okay, there you go. We're good there. So I finished on Principle, and I think I'm gonna give it a 3 stars. Because I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's one of my favorites, you know? And as I have read one of the author's previous work, like I mentioned before, Remy versus Rome, I really enjoyed that one, and I think I rated that like 4 stars. So I'm giving on Principle 3 stars. And I'm gonna tell you guys a bit more about it because I just told you what I knew at the beginning of it, which was nothing. So I told you that it was about Emmy, who was a teacher and that had a one night stand with this Irish gorgeous guy. His name is Tommy. And I told you guys that it was more like a spicy type of book, but not really. It's more just the beginning of it, and then it's kind of a slow burn, which was interesting. I have never read one story that was kind of developed like that, so I really enjoyed that one. And also it touches quite a couple of subjects that can be hard or difficult to read for some people, so I really recommend you check the trigger warnings. Some of the subjects are related or focused on mental health. So I think the way it's approached in the book is really good. I really like the way it talks about working on yourself on that matter, and also having the right resources. And I think that's one of the things I like the most about the relationship and interactions of Tommy and Emmy, is that Emmy is really outspoken about those things. To him specifically is because he's the one taking charge of everything for the school, like being the principal, but not really the principal, just like the head of school. She talks about all these things that have to be fixed in the school. He really pays attention and he gets to work so all these things can be fixed. Tommy is a really cool character. I think in this reading blog I found like 2 different book boyfriends, and I do not think that is fair. But I like that. And of course, the relationship between Emmy and her friend Layla is amazing. I really like the way they both interacted, because they are roommates and they are both teachers at the same school, so that was really, really fun. And they are best friends. That's really lovely. And I enjoyed a lot seeing all the kind of dating life of both of them. Layla has a boyfriend, but Remy, it's getting complicated with Tommy. So the whole thing, it got me, I wanted to scream at Emmy. Oh my god, I want to go to Remy versus Rome. Oh, where is my head at? But I wanted to scream at Emmy. Everything she does and all the problematic that goes in the book is because of her principal. All the things that can't happen is because she thinks it's wrong that she was dating the head of the school while she's a teacher there. But all the interactions and the tension and the build-up of every single feeling, oh my god, it had me turning up page after page, just wanting to know at what time they would just tell each other that they love each other and they wanted to spend the rest of their life together. Because it's that type of romance for real. But it was just so problematic. It was thing after thing and discussion after discussion, but they were always so lovely with each other and I was just shipping them, and I want a Tommy in my life now. Yeah. That was really fun. I recommend it if you want a light read and fast read that's just romance, but just keep in mind or check the trigger warnings, because this book is filled with them. And I realized I didn't show you the result of the Six of Crows annotating, how it looked with the highlight on the pages, so I'm gonna try to do that now. This is how it looks. Isn't it so gorgeous? It looks like a special edition. But imagine just picking this or having it on your shelves. Like, it looks so lovely. Oh my god. I was so happy I did this. I really recommend if you wanna have some fun with your books, like let loose and just do some drawings and highlighting. It's so much fun. So if you want to try annotating, I really recommend it. You saw me doing it for the Love Hypothesis one and a bit of the Six of Crows book, and I have to say I won't be able to get back to normal. If you have been thinking about doing it, this is your sign. Go do it. Try it. At least, I don't know, just a couple of highlights or a bit of just, some doodling with a black pen. I promise it's so much fun. I would call this a successful reading blog. I enjoyed both the reads, both books I picked for this vlog. It was so much fun. I really loved sharing this with you guys, and I hope I will be able to keep doing this. If you want to see a reading vlog specifically for one book, there are many I haven't read, and I have been a slow reader lately, so you can definitely suggest some books that you want me to read next. That would be really fun. And that would be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for reading with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!